Well, most people in today's world don't have a proper sleep schedule. They're so overburdened by work and stress they tend to sleep late at night. The people working at MNCs have their relations overseas, which makes them work according to the time zone followed by the foreign countries. That means again a whole night of working. And a whole night of working will obviously be accompanied by some snacking. Who doesn't love some snacks in between a hectic schedule? And this is where, unknowingly, we're cutting down our years of life. Do you want to know how? Then stay tuned till the end to know everything, from its effects to its cure. Although midnight snacking makes your stomach happy, have you ever thought about its side effects? Anything consumed after the natural timing tends to affect our bodies. Are you aware that this habit might actually push you toward death someday? Today we'll be talking about how late night eating can deteriorate your health and affect your body in various ways. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started with it. People stay up at night for various reasons, late night working and binge watching TV series being two of them. It's very obvious for us to feel hungry, which generally forces us to grab a whole lot of heavy junk food. Even though you consume healthy meals throughout the day, that wrong one meal during the night can ruin your whole day of hard work. With all the exercise you do regularly, the calorie check you keep, and the protein-rich diet you consume, everything gets spoiled by that single wrong meal. If you're among those people who frequently satiate your hunger pangs by eating junk food, then this video is definitely for you. Take a look at why this habit is harmful to you. Now the question is, how much is too late? It varies depending on the person, right? But actually late is considered within 3 hours of you going to sleep. For instance, if you work the whole day and sleep between 12 a.m. to 8 a.m., your late would be considered from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. After the whole day, now your body will metabolize whatever you have put it in throughout the whole day. And if you're not that active to use up the absorbed energy the next day, the extra energy then will get stored as fat in your body and consequently will deteriorate your health. Recent medical studies have revealed that people consuming food between 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. have higher chances of increased blood glucose, insulin, and cholesterol than people having their food between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Therefore, if you want to shred some body fat, then you might try putting a curfew on your late night eating habits. Now let's take a look at some of the effects that late night eating has on us. To begin with, your weight might increase. Well, every time eating at night might not end up being unhealthy. Eating nutritious items and staying within the boundaries for your calorific needs may not be considered unhealthy. Based on a review, if you consume a small snack having calories under 150, it's normal and okay. However, people generally don't stay within their limits and end up overeating, which contributes to a lot of weight gain. At the end of the day, the person feels tired, which influences their appetite and makes them crave some really high-calorie food. And this is the reason why people turn to foods like ice cream, chips, and pizza to satiate their late-night hunger pangs, according to the research conducted by Nature Communications. And on top of that, the consumption of all these processed foods in the middle of the night messes with a hormone called leptin, which informs us when we're full. And if this hormone becomes inefficient in its work and cannot signal you to put a pause on your eating, you may overeat all those unhealthy substances, which eventually will result in weight gain over a period of time, followed by your digestion may suffer. Mayo Clinic says that we're able to digest best when we're upright because gravity helps the food move down the digestive system. And when you're lying in your bed after a late night heavy meal, the stomach acid may flow back into the food pipe and cause acid reflux, which might irritate the way and interfere with your sleep. Do you know which foods are likely to cause acid reflux? Well, the list includes all the spicy foods, chocolates, alcohol, coffee, and yes, high-fat foods such as fries and baked foods as well. Next, your blood sugar may get altered. The next reason why midnight snacking should be avoided is that processed, unhealthy, high-carb foods may cause unusual blood sugar spikes, especially in people having type 2 diabetes mellitus. In this condition, the body is unable to produce the quantity of insulin required by the body to keep the blood sugar levels under check, which ultimately results in both high and low blood sugar episodes. The high-carb foods include sweet potatoes, chips, baked goods, white bread, pasta, and much more. The clinic also says that consuming high-carb bedtime snacks may provoke these tissues, while grabbing some low-carb protein-rich food can aid in blood sugar fluctuations that may occur overnight. The low-carb foods include vegetables, chickpeas, and egg white. Continuing with, your growth hormone levels might go down. Our body has a gland called the pituitary gland, which secretes a hormone called the human growth hormone that helps in the growth of children and also helps to repair the tissues like muscles and bones throughout our whole life. Scientific studies show that sleep triggers the production of this hormone, and that explains why much growth and repair occurs in our deep sleep. But having these processed foods close to your bedtime can interfere with your blood sugar levels and thereby suppress the hormone levels and may put a stop to all those health benefits. Therefore, to avoid the undersecretion of growth hormone, either stop midnight snacking or turn towards nutritious foods instead of this kind of food. You can switch to Greek yogurt or low-fat cheese or hard-boiled eggs or maybe to nuts and nut butter. Then, you might go into a deep sleep. You know, high-carb foods may put you into some really deep sleep. But why? Some foods among these trigger serotonin levels. Serotonin is a hormone that can boost your mood and promote good sleep. The foods such as nuts, herbal tea, low-fat cheese, and many more can help you to have a good sleep. Now, you must be wondering how to stop yourself from midnight snacking, right? Let's see some of the ways how we can stop it. Number 1. Try to eat enough during the whole day. Your daytime eating habits affect your hunger pangs at night. Try to consume protein-rich foods during the day to avoid late-night overeating as per UVA Health. Number 2. Hide your snacks. After your dinner, clean up your kitchen very nicely. Hide your snacks in a place that is too far to reach, and try to stay out of the kitchen until the next morning. And if you have to munch on something, keep aside a small portion of something healthy so that you're in no position to overeat. However, if you get up in the middle of the night due to hunger, sleep in a room which is at some distance from the kitchen. Number 3. Take your sleep problem seriously. If you think that your snacking pattern has you out here, well, we say consider your sleeping patterns once. Not getting a good amount of sleep might lead you to unhealthy snacking. People dealing with insomnia and poor sleeping habits generally are more prone to unhealthy midnight snacking. Some tips to get a good night's sleep are to get up and sleep around the same time and try to sleep in a dark and cold room. Sleep in a quiet room and practice relaxation techniques to calm your mind. And yes, you can use soothing music that will help you to fall asleep. Even after all this, if you face problems sleeping, you might require a visit to your doctor. Last but not least, practice mindful eating. While grabbing a snack in the middle of the night, stop for a few seconds and ask yourself if you're really actually hungry, or it's just your boredom or stress that wants you to have all that stuff. And if you're actually hungry, consume a light snack that will help you to sustain till the next morning. So with this, we've come to the very end of the video. Are you a midnight snacker, or do you follow a good habit of eating? And if you're one of those midnight snackers, do you also face such problems as discussed in the video? Do let us know in the comments below. We hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such related videos. Hit the bell icon to receive fresh updates. Thanks for watching.